This is a special podcast presentation from 700WLW.com. This is Casey Boland on Demand.
Casey Boland joins me. Casey's with Hanghold Capital Management. Casey, we're talking about, I guess some rules have been changed when it comes to pension payouts. And if you have a pension, you might be offered a lump sum, and your recommendation as to what to do.
Well, you're going to have to probably get advice on it. I think that the temptation will be oftentimes is to take the lump sum. And in some cases, that might be the right answer, but you have to understand, you mentioned those new rules. New rules have taken effect in recent years that the impact with that lump sum payout, how it's calculated, the result is the calculation allows the company to offer smaller lump sum payments to you. If the company is on the hook to pay you a pension, in many cases, they don't want to have that liability anymore, so the formula may be such that based on your years of service, the average of your last few years of employment, it could be a reasonable pension, but you've got to do some homework to really understand.
All right, you have an example. Somebody came to you and
they were 65 years old, about to retire. They had a pension buyout from a previous employer. Now, the monthly payments from their pension were going to be $16,000 a year for as long as he lived and as long as his spouse lived, which is a 100% joint survivor option, or they could have taken the lump sum option where they could have received $200,000 to roll it over to an IRA. So, what do you do? A few other facts you have to understand. Both were in great health, so likely to be around for quite some time. Mm-hmm. They have other assets, so they don't have to depend strictly on this pension stream for their livelihood. In their case, though, boy, the pension is $16,000. If you do the math, that's an 8% return on $200,000. You can't get that type of payout nowadays if you go hand $200,000 to an insurance company for them to give you a paycheck for the rest of your life.
No, so in this case, they're much better off sticking with the $16,000.
That's right. But in some cases, though, I've seen it where the lump sum may be a better offer. Don't be afraid to ask for help because that lump sum can be so tempting to take. Everybody's situation is different. Companies are trying to reduce those pension liabilities. You only get one shot at this decision. There are no do-overs. The financial consequences could be substantial. Don't be afraid to get help with these decisions.